we burn over 4 million gallons of fuel a day. That represents about 2.2% of the entire consumption of fuel in the United States, as well as 30% of our total operating costs on the railroad.
Burlington Northern Santa Fe, one of America's largest rail freight companies, has 6,300 locomotives hauling 220,000 freight cars. On any given day, BNSF is the single largest consumer of petroleum-based fuels in the world, surpassed only by the U.S. Navy during wartime. But that's something they're looking to change.
At Burlington Northern Santa Fe, we are committed to our environmental stewardship. As one of the largest Class 1 railroads in the nation, we take it very seriously.
They take it so seriously that BNSF has now committed itself to building the locomotive of the future. A locomotive powered by a fuel which will never run out: hydrogen. A universal fuel which can be extracted from ordinary water.
The vast majority of engines that are used today use diesel fuel. Diesel is a dirty fuel. There are clean alternative methods that are out there, and that's where Dynacert is providing an alternative solution by cleaning up the emissions. Hydrogen provides a cleaner burn, and by providing a cleaner burn, you're providing a cleaner atmosphere. In the case of Fortune 500 giant Pepsi, we retrofitted a fleet of over 200 transport trucks with our patented hydrogen technology. These hydrogen-injected trucks operated 2 shifts per day, 200,000 miles per year. Pepsi achieved an average of 15% fuel savings. That's huge. That's over 800,000 gallons saved, and based on today's prices, represents over $3.3 million saved in 1 year. So based on that success alone with Pepsi, we're now more confident than ever before that we're ready to take this technology to the next level. Consider a port. Nearly every aspect of the port involves a diesel application that could benefit from Dynacert's hydrogen technology. From the ship carriers, the generators powering the port, the cranes, the trucks, and with 99% of all containers being moved by rail, let's not forget the trains. We're talking about a multi-million-dollar savings in fuel costs alone.
The primary purpose of an engine cooling system is to keep temperatures under control. However, these systems are often challenged by the fact that they use mostly water as a base for coolants. Consequences of using a water-based coolant include low boiling points, excessive vapor, the corrosion of engine components, and the highly toxic nature of ethylene glycol-based coolants. Although we've come to expect that engines and cooling systems will eventually fail us, coolants offered by companies like Evans Cooling Systems are proving an ability to offset all these challenges.
Engines need to last longer, as do all the components of the engine cooling system, while operating more efficiently and improving fuel economy. Our Evans waterless non-corrosive coolants will do that and lead to vehicles with failure-free lifetime cooling systems. Those lifetime cooling systems will ultimately save individuals, companies, fleets in the U.S. untold billions of dollars.
Jack Evans is the inventor of Evans Waterless Engine Coolant. What's unique about his coolant is that it's the only kind to not contain any water, allowing it to cool engines no matter how high the load without ever needing to be replaced.
According to industry sources, 40% of engine maintenance problems are due to cooling system failures. That's because the boiling point of water serves as the point of failure to those systems. Water vapor clings to the surface of the engine and continues to build, forming an insulating barrier, and as temperatures continue to rise, that vapor barrier causes detonation within the cylinder.
Evans waterless coolants have boiling points much higher than conventional coolants, and therefore never accumulate vapor pockets which cause overheating. The coolant can accommodate more severe temperature as the boiling point is 170 degrees higher than the operating temperature of the engine.
Evans non-aqueous coolants do completely eliminate all the problems that normally occur with water-based coolants. Evans coolants operate at a lower, safer pressure, avoid corrosion, eliminate overheating, and keep metal temperatures under control.
As opposed to water-based coolants that have to be changed periodically, Evans coolants last forever, never requiring a change, chemical testing, nor adjustment of anti-corrosion additives. This not only saves on cost to replace coolant, pumps, radiators, and hoses, it also reduces the disposal of coolant as a hazardous waste. Furthermore, because Evans coolant is essentially non-toxic, its use could potentially eliminate the release of deadly poison responsible for the deaths of hundreds of people as well as tens of thousands of animals and pets.
Increases in federal emission standards for vehicles challenge the automotive industry to lower fuel consumption and the disposal of fluids. Evans coolants last the life of the engine, eliminating the need for periodic disposal. It also reduces emissions by decreasing fuel use. Our coolants could drop the levels of CO2 and reduce emissions of diesel trucks by as much as 8 to 9%.
Even though the job of a coolant is, of course, to cool the engine, Evans coolant is capable of improving fuel economy as well. As great as the benefits of Evans coolants are, they're not exclusive to cars and trucks. The same benefits come in any form of internal combustion engine, whether it be locomotives, airplanes, or forklifts, or any high heat producing equipment such as lasers and CAT scanners.
Evans Cooling Systems is always looking to the future to improve the technology of thermal heat transfer fluids, the cooling industry, and our product line of unique coolants and cooling products. Our research, development, and patenting of coolant improvements, for example, increasing heat transfer by suspending nanoparticles in coolants, is ongoing, and we believe the possibilities are endless.
The Fitch Fuel Catalyst is a remarkable new international product that works day in and day out for just about any type fuel or engine. As for the benefits, well, they make a very impressive list. Reduced exhaust emissions, reduced fuel consumption, reduced maintenance, improved engine horsepower, efficiency, and performance, cleaner engines, years of rigorous scientific and on-the-job testing, easy to use and install, does not dissolve or leach into the fuel, does not harm engines in any way, lasts for 250,000 miles, Department of Energy tested at the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, worldwide use with 5 U.S. patents. The Fitch Fuel Catalyst is certified by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and issued a waiver by the California Air Resources Board, an American company manufacturing its product in the United States under the highest quality standards. The Fitch Fuel Catalyst, the better way to make engines run better.
Diesel engines need to be more environmentally friendly. Rentar Environmental Solutions is here to enlighten us on this subject.
A significant amount of our construction, transportation, and agricultural equipment is powered by diesel engines. Unfortunately, existing diesel engines do not meet new fuel consumption and exhaust pollution standards. The choices to date are not good. Either make existing engines comply or buy new equipment. A new alternative is a fuel catalyst created by Rentar Environmental Solutions. For companies like Hard Drives, a road contractor, taking engines offline costs money.
The Rentar Fuel Catalyst is easy to install. It takes about 20 minutes to put it on, and it goes between the secondary fuel filter to the fuel pump. It's an easy job to do. You got 2 hoses going to it. We put the inside on this end here. Screw it down tight. You take the other end, it goes to the fuel pump, just like that. You tighten it down.
The bottom line of all this is exactly that, the bottom line. In business, results are what matters most, not promises.
Hard Drives is an established construction company. It's been in business over 50 years and one of the primary construction companies in southern Florida. I was very skeptical at first, but after trying 6 units, the primary 6 units, we found that we were very successful and that we continued to use them, and we've built up now to 38 units. We've gained approximately 1 to 3 miles per gallon and a 50% reduction in our pollution standards.
From 2 to 3 miles per gallon on the fuel. And the black smoke is reduced 50% and better.
I would recommend the Rentar fuel catalyst to other people looking for improvements in their fuel economy and pollution control.
Diesel engines must meet new emission and fuel efficiency requirements, period. Solutions such as the Rentar fuel catalyst need to be looked at as possible solutions until existing engines wear out. For World Business Review, I'm Bruce Gaster.
Ideas like this are helping companies to operate more efficiently as well as keep our air clean.
This and other WBR topics are always easily accessible right from your computer. Visit us at WBRTV.com.
I'm Nora. I've been working for Advanced Power Systems International, the manufacturer of the Fitch fuel catalyst, for about 14 years now. When Fitch comes in contact with fuel, it creates a molecular change in the fuel. And this change improves fuel quality, suppresses bacteria growth, which makes the combustion process much more complete. You should expect somewhere between 200 horsepower to 300 horsepower, or somewhere between 30 to 40 miles per gallon increase. Just kidding. Back to reality. Somewhere between 1 to 2.5 miles per gallon is the norm across the board. Keep in mind, our product simply improves fuel quality. So when you feed an engine a better quality of fuel, an engine will respond positively. So it's fuel economy, it's an ability to take a vehicle that runs on premium octane fuel to use a lower octane fuel, which will save someone between 15 to 25 cents per gallon, lower emissions, and overall engine performance. And besides, the product is also warranted for 250,000 miles, so this is something you only really have to install once. You should be mechanically inclined to install this or find a mechanic to install it, but it's pretty simple. It takes about 15 minutes to 45 minutes to install. This is our typical unit, and a popular mounting area for this is the brake master cylinder stud. It comes with these 90-degree fittings, which simply attach to these right here on our hoses that are included in the Fitch kit. And then, once they are connected, you locate your OEM fuel lines. You separate the male and female quick connect on the OEM fuel lines. Our kit comes with male and female quick connects. You simply snap them together, very simple, and you're done.